When people think of Mexico, they often picture beaches, mariachi music, or bustling markets. But in the heart of the country lies Puebla, a city where art, architecture, and flavor come together in ways that are both deeply Mexican and unmistakably global. Known for its stunning colonial heritage, its legendary cuisine, and its exquisite crafts, Puebla is a place where history and creativity are not just preserved, they are lived every day. The cathedral, Puebla's timeless heart. Our journey begins with a breathtaking aerial view of the Puebla Cathedral, one of the most majestic churches in all of Mexico. Rising proudly above the city's historic center, its twin bell towers are among the tallest in the country, piercing the sky with quiet authority. Built over decades in the 16th and 17th centuries, the cathedral is a masterpiece of Baroque and Renaissance design. Its dark stone facade is both imposing and elegant, while inside golden altars and intricate chapels create an atmosphere of reverence and awe. Standing in the Zócalo, Puebla's main square, you feel the cathedral's presence dominating the skyline. Around it, the hum of daily life fills the air. Street vendors selling snacks, children chasing pigeons, and families gathering on park benches. The cathedral is not only a religious symbol, but also the city's heart, a reminder of how European architecture was reimagined in the New World. Colonial streets, a city of living history. From the cathedral, the streets of Puebla stretch out in a grid of colonial charm. Walking through the historic center, recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is like stepping back in time. Rows of pastel-colored houses with wrought iron balconies line the cobblestone streets. Ornate churches rise at every corner, each one more decorated than the last, with facades covered in stucco, tile, and gold leaf. Yet these streets are not frozen in the past. They are alive. Cafes spill onto sidewalks, artisans display their crafts, and students from the city's many universities fill the plazas with energy. The mix of old and new makes Puebla unique, a place where history is not confined to museums, but woven into the rhythm of everyday life. One of the most striking features of Puebla's streets is the abundance of Talavera tile work. Facades shimmer with blue and white ceramic tiles, their patterns catching the light of the sun. Churches, fountains, and even ordinary houses are decorated with these tiles, turning the city into an open-air gallery of ceramic art. Talavera pottery, art in clay and color. To understand Puebla, you must understand Talavera pottery, one of its most iconic traditions. Introduced by Spanish artisans in the 16th century, Talavera became something uniquely Mexican, a fusion of European techniques and indigenous creativity. Made from fine local clay, each piece is hand-painted with meticulous detail, often in shades of cobalt blue, yellow, green, and black. Visiting a Talavera workshop is like stepping into a world of patience and precision. Artisans shape plates, vases, and tiles, then cover them in delicate designs of flowers, birds, and geometric patterns. No two pieces are exactly alike. The process is slow, requiring multiple firings and strict standards to be considered authentic Talavera. Owning even a single tile is to hold a piece of Puebla's history, one that has decorated churches, kitchens, and plazas for centuries. Mole poblano, a dish worthy of legends. But if Puebla is known for one thing above all else, It is mole poblano. This iconic dish has become a symbol not only of the city but of Mexico itself. Legend says it was first created by nuns in a convent who combined an array of spices, chilies, seeds, nuts, and a touch of chocolate into a rich, dark sauce. Whether born of necessity or divine inspiration, mole poblano remains a masterpiece of flavor. Imagine the scene: a steaming plate of chicken smothered in thick, velvety mole sprinkled with sesame seeds and served alongside rice. The flavor is layered and complex, smoky, spicy, slightly sweet, and deeply satisfying. Every bite tells the story of Puebla's history. Indigenous ingredients like chili and cacao, blended with European spices like cinnamon and cloves. Walking through Puebla's markets, you find stalls dedicated entirely to mole, selling pastes made from family recipes passed down for generations. Each household swears theirs is the best, and tasting them, you realize there may be no single authentic mole poblano. Each version is authentic to the family who makes it, and mole is only the beginning. Puebla's cuisine includes chiles en nogada, stuffed poblano peppers topped with walnut sauce and pomegranate seeds, reflecting the colors of the Mexican flag. It is a dish as patriotic as it is delicious, born here and celebrated every September during Independence Day festivities. In Puebla, food is not just sustenance, it is art, heritage, and identity. The fusion of Europe and Mexico. Puebla's beauty lies in its fusion of European and Mexican traditions. The Spanish founded the city in 1531, designing it as a perfect colonial town with straight streets and grand plazas. Yet from the start, indigenous people contributed their knowledge, artistry, and labor, shaping Puebla into something new. The result is a city where Baroque churches glow with Talavera tiles, where European recipes transformed into uniquely Mexican flavors, and where old world traditions merged with indigenous creativity. This blending is not just visible in architecture or cuisine, it is the essence of Puebla's identity. Beyond the city, volcanoes and valleys. Surrounding Puebla are landscapes that remind you of nature's grandeur. The snow-capped peaks of Popocatépetl and Iztaccíhuatl, two legendary volcanoes, dominate the horizon. Their stories, rooted in Aztec mythology as lovers turn to stone, add poetry to the skyline. On clear days, the view of Popocatépetl's smoking summit against Puebla's Baroque domes is one of the most dramatic sights in Mexico. The valleys around Puebla are fertile and green, producing the corn, chilies, and herbs that fuel its kitchens. Small villages nearby preserve centuries-old traditions from crafts to festivals, adding to the cultural richness of the region. The people, guardians of heritage. More than architecture or food, it is the people of Puebla who keep the city alive. Poblanos are known for their pride in tradition, their hospitality, and their creativity. They are the guardians of recipes, techniques, and festivals that have endured for centuries. Walk into a Talavera workshop, and artisans will eagerly explain their craft. Sit down at a family-run restaurant, and the cook will proudly tell you the story behind the mole on your plate. In Puebla, culture is not a performance. It is everyday life, shared with anyone willing to appreciate it. Closing. Puebla, city of art and flavor. As our journey through Puebla comes to an end, we carry with us the images and tastes that define the city. The towering cathedral, the tile-covered streets, the brilliant Talavera pottery, the legendary mole poblano, and the blend of European elegance with Mexican warmth. Puebla is not just a place to visit, it is a place to savor, to admire, and to remember. Puebla, the city of art and flavor,